So the question is, why do ladies without iPhone have low self-esteem? And this is actually getting out of hand. And I thought of talking about this particular issue. So why do you think ladies without iPhone have low self-esteem? Do you actually think this is quite alright, or do you think I'm actually talking after a point? I want you to go to the comment section and drop a comment even before you watch this particular video, your thoughts. Then after you watch this particular video, whatever you actually learn and you see from this video, then you can go back and drop another comment to clarify or edit the initial comments you've actually dropped. So we can get that done right now. All right, so I'm going to be talking about why ladies nowadays have a very low self-esteem just because they don't have an iPhone. And iPhone is a phone, right? Everybody knows both Android and iPhone. But them having an Android and seeing their colleagues having iPhone is not a bad thing. But making this stuff actually lead them to the point of having a low self-esteem, not being able to carry themselves, not being able to approach themselves. And I actually noticed this mostly in ladies. I'm not sure guys might actually have this also, but the percent is actually not going to be high as what I actually saw in ladies because I've seen a lot. All right, so I'm quite not blaming anyone at this particular moment because we are kind of in the society in the country that we actually oppress each other, and we like see a lot of stuff, gadgets, and they're about to oppress ourselves, right? So this is not a bad thing actually, because it is just for you to develop. Okay, now I want to make more money so that I can afford this, right? So but not having this at this particular moment doesn't make you lose yourself, like losing your self-esteem. This is the point I'm actually bringing up to. Like if you are kind of jealous that other people have an iPhone, whatever, you know it is bad, but that is left to you. But having that thing to actually give you a low self-esteem. Okay, let me give you a scenario, right? If you have two ladies and one with an iPhone and another one with an Android, the one with no matter how the one with an Android actually wants to carry himself, he will never bring out the Android out when they are going out. You know how iPhone users hold their phone now, the way they hold it this way, they will just hold it so that you can see the kind of iPhone. And it's quite of common right now that even if you are passing wherever, you just want to see the kind of phone the person is quite using, because the way they are going to hold it. Android users don't do that. Even people that are using Galaxy Pixel, using the Redmi, using Samsung, using all those um expensive phone that you can actually imagine in Android settings, they don't actually hold their phone for the Galaxy, all those stuff. But people that actually use iPhone, even if you are using iPhone just 11, or should let's just say XR, the way they will hold the phone so that you can see that they are using iPhone, and the logo of the or the kind of camera they are using in the iPhone is actually alarming, and this is actually causing a lot of ladies to enter depression and also to have low self-esteem. If I actually talk depression, many people are going to say, no, I can never have depression because of iPhone. Okay, let's leave that aside. That is very deep. Low self-esteem is it is noticeable. Like this is quite of noticeable because a lady without an iPhone does not have courage. Yeah, they don't have courage. Okay, so now the lady that I'm talking about are those ones that are not actually career wise. Try to notice anybody in your environment, a lady without an iPhone and a lady with an iPhone. The way the one with iPhone, they have this kind of ego, like kind of like pride, as if this iPhone something is comes with ego, come with pride that, oh, I've arrived, I can do this. Why someone with not we doesn't have an iPhone quite of have low self-esteem just because they don't have a gadget, whereas they have some important things in them that they can actually bring out to actually improve their life. And but because of they don't have this iPhone, they think the ladies that are around there with iPhone are not their levels, and the ladies with iPhone also are not making things happen. They're not making things easy to them because they actually want them to think they are below them, they are higher than people with iPhone are higher than them, and they're about. So they allow this thing to enter their head, and this is one of the area I've actually noticed majorly ladies actually having problem about this particular stuff. So, kind of, what is the solution to this problem? And let's think about this. So, what I'm going to say is that if you have anybody around you, or if you're watching this particular video and you have a low self-esteem without an iPhone, I think you should just kind of rethink this particular area and get to know that iPhone is a gadget, Android is a gadget. The difference between these stuff is quite, we all know camera settings and all. Your camera might not be as bright as this and thereabout, but if you don't have the capacity of the ability to actually buy this at this particular moment or use this, you don't need to stress yourself. Keep building yourself and keep growing. I know it is hard because keep building yourself is something everybody say, and it's kind of hard. I understand. I actually get these feelings, right? But this thing is something you need to like know. You can't just die or go into depression or having a low self-esteem just because you don't have an iPhone. Have you ever think of something else you can actually get that they don't really have also? If you think your camera is not is bad and you want to make videos or something, borrow. There's no crime in borrowing. Like, you can literally borrow their phone and use it for your video, send it to yourself, and that is it. Why are you having this? Like, okay, I understand that the Snapchat on the iPhone is kind of okay, a little more better than what we have on the Android. And the reason why it is better is that because if you make video from iPhone, it has this particular texture that makes you look like, oh, they use iPhone for this particular video. And if you make a video from Android, it makes you look okay. Yes, that is the difference between these. This is just a brand. So if you actually continue using your phone, which is, and people know that, oh, this is your brand, this is what you use. Why do you have to like change this up? If you can upgrade this, you go ahead to upgrade. It is quite fine. So this has led a lot of ladies into doing what they don't like to do, and this is one thing I'm going to talk about also in this particular video. If you call up see some ladies, because they just want to get an iPhone and they have to like go into whatever thing they don't have to go to, and what actually caused this, which is low self-esteem at start, because they are in a set of friends that are currently using iPhone and they also want to use the same thing. In whatever you do in this particular life, you need to like know that you can't allow anything to take out your peace. And I know this is not a regular video you actually watch, but for you to watch this particular video to this particular moment, I appreciate that. And I'm an artist, I make music. So I'll drop my link to my song at the description, Hipyoung, on our platform on Spotify and Apple Music. You can go ahead to stream my song, right? And in this channel, I make video on how to make money online, how to grow yourself as a teenager and as a youth, how to develop yourself and be outstanding out there. So we can currently go into this particular journey all together. If you want to stick around, just hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumb like. So do not allow low self-esteem to affect you just because you don't have an iPhone. I'm talking to you ladies. Guys, sort yourself. Yeah.